Memester of the Week contains fantasy violence, drug use, and horror elements. A list of topics, themes, and subjects featured in this episode is included in the description. If you ever feel unsafe or suicidal, please call your local crisis center, emergency services, or national hotline. A link to an international list of crisis hotlines is listed in the description below. Remember, you matter.
The camera pans in over Mistrend Manor as the sun begins to rise. We fly across the grounds, the hedge maze, the statues, the mini skate park that is parked out front that the house has made for Mordecai and recently Dan's skating adventures. And we go up and through the window of the uppermost point of the house and into the bedroom of Dan. Dan, did you re-establish the spell that allows you control over your emotions?
Yeah. Eventually. Probably in the morning.
I'm going to have you roll against that spell.
Okay. So now trying to get a good night's rest. Let's see. That is a 7. Okay. Momentary lapse.
I think this isn't enough to make you roll on the table, but as Dan enters that final cycle of REM sleep and starts like coming up from the depths of his sleep, you find yourself in a forest. And you see Adaman running away from you. And he says, "I'm going to kill them. I'm going to get it right. I'm going to do what you couldn't." What do you do as he's running away from you in these woods?
I'm going to chase after him.
Act under pressure.
That's not the right move. That is a failure.
Okay.
Do I mark experience for dream rolls?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
All right,
you're experiencing the fucking trauma, so you might as well get the experience anyway. You see Adaman run off. You take off after him. But you know these woods. You've tread these woods night after night after night after night. And then something changes. A dark slithering, something unseen. You don't hear his footfalls anymore. And then you turn around and see those yellow eyes coming down on you. And you wake up.
Great. Dan wakes up covered in sweat, just gasping for air, and gets out of bed and fumbles over towards the window latch and opens it and lets in some fresh air and just takes a second to breathe. Looks at his reflection in the window, attempting to center himself again.
I think as you center yourself, when you wake up, you see those yellow eyes in yours. And as you take that breath, they dissipate.
After Dan calms himself, he leaves the window open, removes his hand from the window frame where he has been gripping it as he stared into his eyes. And where his hand was, there is a singe mark on the windowsill.
Downstairs with Dusk has already gotten up. He's talking to LaFleur, making sure, like, okay, yes, it looks like we have everything that we need. Yeah, weapon supplies, yeah, extra spell components, all the things seem to be in order. Thank you so much, Mr. LaFleur. This is really nice. And Adaman is, I think, over in like the drawing room, and he is trying to be like really nonchalant about it, but is sitting on a like sofa chair that is near the TV, and he's trying to like basically watch the TV through the reflection of a window to pretend that like, oh, I'm not interested in this, but he's actually deeply invested in the episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that's on the TV right now. So as a Mordecai, Journey, do you guys want to be gathering for breakfast or anything like that?
Journey is in the conservatory.
Okay.
Having a cup of tea by herself. She's having a little pensive moment.
Very nice. The conservatory like does have an effect, which, by the way,
conservatory does a thing. You can get 2 bundles of healing herbs to add to your gear. Each healing herbs or herbs for our friends across the pond have 2 tags. Tag 1, Mystic. Tag 2, Heal 1 Harm. If the person chilling here would choose to gaze into the fountain, there's a fountain inside the conservatory, the keeper will describe a vision of something that may happen to the hunter during the next mystery.
Yeah. Okay, great. So sure, let's take advantage of that. Journey is going to, take, I guess she's been also making tea with some of these herbs, and she is going to take a couple handfuls and tuck them in her pocket for safekeeping.
Nice.
And yeah, she's going to sip her tea and just kind of look into the water in the fountain and just take a moment to also sort of center herself. Take a breath.
Okay.
And she sees a glowing pair of eyeballs. No, just kidding.
And it's Dan. Oh,
And
hey.
it's, yeah.
Oh, hey, Journey. Didn't see you there.
Just hiding behind a rhododendron.
Oh, God.
Now, I know where Dan's at.
So you're gazing into the fountain, a vision of something that may happen to the hunter during the next mystery. Journey, you're looking down into these waters, and I think the background behind you shifts from being like this beautiful conservatory filled with different plants and like skylights, and it shifts to being old ancient brick. Whoa. And as you are focusing more on that image, the best idea like I can visually reference for it is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, where they are looking down into the book and then suddenly the perspective shifts to third person.
Right.
Instead of looking at this scene, you are now in this scene. And as you look around, you see down these halls, these ancient bricked halls, and you can look out over an overhang that shows you this gigantic maze.
Oh, it's not made of corn, is it?
No, it's just made of stone. On the walls of this like so-called maze, you can see like various scrolls and books and tomes that makes this look like an ancient library.
Oh.
And as you are looking at that, I think if you find yourself in this library, you can get +1 when navigating it, because you are able to look at and have seen this before.
I've seen it.
In this vision, do we end up burning this library, this maze down? Because we have a history with mazes, and this has a real Library of Alexandria vibe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is the plot twist that the cast of Memester of the Week were the ones to burn down the Library of Alexandria? Are we doing that? Oh, I'm gonna be real upset with Jason if that's the case. Oh, I'm gonna be so pissed at Jason.
I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try not to.
It's gonna be another Mothman situation where he's just gonna predict it, and then we're gonna have to stop it from happening.
But there's nothing he can do.
Hey, Keeper, just kill me.
just fucking kill me, dude. Yeah, and so Journey, you blink and you're back, and Mrs. Atwell is there. Oh, are you feeling all right, dear?
Oh yeah, yep, doing fine. I was just thinking about an old Windows screensaver. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Right. Well. Don't dwell too much on the waters. You know how they are. Capricious.
No, Yep. I made some tea. You want some?
I would love some. Thank you so much.
Sure. She has a little tiny fancy teapot that she bought herself, and it has it's adorned with little blown glass sakura flowers all over it. It's just unnecessarily fancy for what it is, which is just a tiny teapot.
Short and stout.
There is a handle and a spout.
All right, dearie. Well, thank you so much. This is so nice. I suppose you'll be going soon?
Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I just get sort of dragged into these things.
Well, you have safe travels, dear. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. You too. And then she realizes that she did the you too thing that you shouldn't do, where you just say you too to somebody's phrase when it doesn't make sense. And so she just quickly turns on her heel and walks out of the conservatory so that she does not have to continue the conversation.
We see Journey leave the conservatory, and as soon as she leaves the conservatory, it's empty.
I knew it. She's sus as fuck. She's sussy.
So writing down in my notes that Journey is a conservative. Got it.
Got it.
Yep.
That was what we were supposed to glean from that scene. Yep.
It might not have been what I was supposed to glean, but it is what I gleaned.
Yep.
Flash cut. Garage. We hear the clanking of metal and the hammering of steel or metal.
Rock music playing? Just
yeah, it is metal. Lots of metal. But Keeper, before I continue this visual journey, I have a question.
Yes.
So I am in the workshop, correct? Right.
Yeah.
And with the workshop, I may build or modify a piece of gear.
Okay.
And I'm thinking of kind of modifying / building a piece of gear. So let me paint you a picture real quick, and then you tell me what I'm doing here.
Okay.
A, and you just say yes or no. Just confirm the truth. Mordecai is rich, right?
Yes.
Okay, B, Mordecai's house is pretty freaking old, right?
Yes.
C, that means if A and B are true, that means C is that Mordecai's kitchenware, etc., is all made of silver, correct?
Oh, I can say that. Yeah.
I already stole one piece. So
yeah. Luffy's pissed.
What if Mordecai over the past couple of weeks? Well, one, he's like, where the fuck is the one knife? I swear to God, we had one more knife. But he and LaFleur have been rounding up all the silverware. Unfortunately, replacing it with regular steel. Because I have been melting it down.
Okay.
To forge a new sword.
Okay.
And the base of the sword. So this is either build something new or modify. I'm gonna let you cook with that. Okay. I want to combine the silver etc. of the Red Lobster dagger. All the silver that I have. So there's a little Obi magic in there. And then put the sword, like obviously the hilt of this dagger is not big enough to bear a sword, but I do have my dad's old sword hilt that was broken.
Yes.
Can I forge the sword that was once broken? Can I remake it in silver? But the key, so I need to give it at least one tag, and I'm thinking of giving it the unfinished tag. Like something more must be done to this sword to render it complete.
Yeah.
You need to bathe it in 3 sacred fountains.
Well, I was hoping that there could be something cool over the next mystery, like in Yellowstone / somewhere else where I get it. Like
you got to dip it in Old Faithful,
right? Like I'm trying to dip my rod into Old Faithful. You know what I mean?
The Old Faith pussy.
Yeah. I gotta really bless this thing in the fountains of Earth, Mother Earth.
I hardly know her.
All right, I don't want Phil to. I'm not with Phil anymore. I'm doing my own thing. So yeah, that's kind of like the overall plan and kind of this piece of equipment that I want to begin building over the and then yeah. So like an unfinished blade, however I finish it, whether that's like giving it maybe I can't access the magic in the Red Lobster dagger if I melt it down, or the Red Lobster dagger can't be melted down and I gotta get magic into it elsewhere, or something like that.
Yes. So because the Red Lobster dagger is already a finished piece and was forged by Fey Smiths, it is notoriously difficult to work. Like you try superheating this thing and it gets red, but it doesn't melt. So you're going to have to do something else to imbue this with specifically Fey magic to be able to give it like kind of a magic tag, right? What I will say is there's another source of magic here that you do have as a resource to use. You have the piece of Anzu's comet.
That's true.
Now, I will say that because of how quickly you have to go, you can't finish the blade right now. So you can take this with you and it will be unfinished. So it will have the tags of a katana and the tag silver, or
it'll be a cool raw blade.
Yeah, it'll be a raw blade, and then later you can use this activity to finish it and remove that unfinished tag. And when you remove that unfinished tag, you're going to tear the blade and like add the actual like full edge of the blade, and it's going to be made from the comet.
Oh.
And that will give you the magic tag.
I like it a lot. Let's fucking rock and roll, Daddy-O. And just for the visual, for the past couple of days, when Mordecai is not goofing around with the gang, they just hear loud clanging coming from the garage. And so this is the flash cut to Mordecai hammering this sword and he's only wearing his briefs and some huarache sandals, which I'll put a picture of those in the chat for those who don't know. A very nice Mexican leather sandal, and he's got a kimono on, but only briefs underneath, and he's got a welder's mask on, and then he's just hammering this thing, and then he pulls the welder's mask up, and he's been smoking a blunt inside the mask. He's hotboxing his face, basically, inside the welder's mask.
Why are you writing an Adult Swim show? Like,
that's awesome.
Exhales. All right, let's put this bad boy to use.
We see the cloud like dissipate from your face as the camera zooms in. Hell yeah. Excellent. So yeah, take a put in your gear the stats for a katana, which I think you can find from the mundane, and add the silver tag. Add silver and unfinished to it. Dan, final preparations. Or do you want to use your attic bedroom bonus?
I'm trying to see, I'm trying to gauge how much this mission is going to pop off, because I might want to use the magic laboratory. And I'm trying to gauge whether, basically, because the attic bedroom will let me help other people, like increase someone else's role. The magic conservatory will make some magic easier for me.
Yeah, including big magic.
Yes.
So for the listeners, because we are engaging with new mechanics that we've never touched, the magic laboratory, when you have this room using this module, between mysteries, a hunter can make mystical preparations here. So the next mystery, they may ignore a requirement for use magic or big magic. It doesn't say once per next mystery, I will also note. So you can just full on ignore a requirement for use magic or big magic the entire mystery, which is actually kind of crazy. If you want to be like, there are no somatic components, you don't have to like say something or do something. We haven't held hard to that rule in our game, but that is something that could be very useful for spellcasters. And then the attic bedroom, one hunter may use this as their bedroom. They enjoy a pleasant view out of the gable windows and find it a restful sanctuary. Twice per mystery, when that hunter helps out, instead of providing a +1 bonus, the original rule is improved by a level. So a failure would become a mixed success, and a mixed success, full success. A 10 plus would become an advanced success, a 12 plus.
Yes. I am going to roll a die
to decide between the two.
Yeah, and odds, I'm going to go to the laboratory. Evens, I'll use my previous scene and we'll call it good. Say that was calming. That is a 1. So I'm going to the lab.
All right. What does it look like as you descend below?
Dan has been down here for a little while. He got up a little bit earlier. So as we join Dan, he is set up. Basically, he's been pacing back and forth between the magic, like the arcane circle, and just this side of the ley line, peering into it, trying to understand it. And he paces back over to the circle. He gets down on all fours at the edge of it and looks at something dimly illuminated in the center and focuses very hard. Then there is a voice from the top of the stairs that calls him back up as the preparations are getting ready to go. It breaks Dan's concentration, and he shakes his head, reaches out and examines the thing that he has been focusing on. It is a single book, a copy of Moby Dick, and he kind of hurriedly places it on the desk, then runs upstairs. And I'm going to do one more little cut of this scene as he kind of tosses it onto the desk. The first page opens, and you see the first line says, "Call me Ishmael." However, Ishmael is spelled Ishmael.
Yeah, I think after a while, you guys gather in the dining room. I think Adaman has devolved over time. He was trying to be really cool about it previously, and now is fully locked in. Body is at a right angle to the television, leaned in, watching Ninja Turtles.
Excellent. You guys ready to go?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You just see Swordecai. Oh my god.
Excuse me?
Swordecai.
Swordecai is here.
That's what we're calling it. Hell yeah.
Don't mind
I
me.
love the idea that
Master of Blades.
Mordecai has named his new blade Swordecai.
He's just a baby, so he doesn't have like a full title yet. So
Yeah. For now, he's just Swordecai.
And then I get really close to Dan. The sword that was once broken has been remade.
Wait, you made that?
Oh yeah.
Is that what all that loud banging was that I was hearing all week?
That's part of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, you guys see my face is like kind of covered in soot, but there's like it's mostly on my face. I'm still wearing kimono and briefs with the sandals. I'm just fresh out. Like super sweaty and red. Like I just finished cooling the sword.
Can I touch it?
Oh yeah. And I draw it like with a flourish. Whooshing.
Whoa, careful.
It's okay. It only cuts what I want it to.
I don't think that's how swords work.
Kimosabi.
I have no idea what you're saying to me.
I'm also not sure that's how that works. And Dan reaches out with his gloved hands to grab the sword, and it takes it and examines it, and at first doesn't notice the sharp burning, but it grows on him very quickly.
Mm.
No.
He quickly takes notice of it and like begins to grimace and kind of like shoves it back into Mordecai's hands.
Oh, dude, shit. Careful, man. Fuck.
That it looks pretty good.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm hoping to reinforce it with that piece of the comment, but I think, and I give it a spin, I think this will work.
Yeah. That's pretty goddamn impressive. You should probably put some clothes on though. We're getting going. And he kind of makes a beeline for the door.
Okay.
Shaking his
Dan
hands,
is like blushing,
rubbing. Well, he's just like rubbing his hands together.
Oh, gross. Yeah, Mordecai was just not wearing much because it gets hot by the forge. So he's gonna go put on some clothes, get ready to go to the park. Mordecai gets dressed, puts on the poncho, jean shorts, hiking boots, backpack. I want to say the backpack that he has is Dan's wearing that gift shop hoodie like most of the time.
Mm.
It's also a gift shop backpack.
Nice.
From the same place that Dan had.
Yeah, a Yellowstone gift shop backpack.
Yep.
Damn, okay. Yeah, you know what? I think for old time's sake, Dan's old hoodie got torn up.
Yeah,
that's why he stopped wearing it.
It got destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a goal. I was going to say he slips back into it, but it's no longer extant. So
there.
That's going to be a goal for this mission, is to replace it.
No longer extant. It's crazy.
I reforged it in silver.
It's like a Minecraft armor.
It's just a big fucking square.
It's just a square.
Man, I'm pretty good at making swords, but this is the best I got for clothes.
I think Adaman comes over when Mordecai's around with his sword and is like, "That's a pretty cool sword."
Hell yeah, brother. You want to hold it?
Don't let him hold it.
Dude, Hundo P, you can. Just be careful. Journey's a little antsy around sharp edges.
All right.
Who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
This guy.
You see a look of responsibility come over this 13-year-old, like deadly serious, like, yeah, for sure. And he like takes your sword and he's like, "This is awesome." like every 13-year-old boy's dream is holding a real fucking sword, and he's like, "This is exactly what Leonardo feels like."
And then I get really close to him and I say, "What the fuck did you just say?" Completely ignoring the sword in his hand. I get really close to him.
Like,
"What the fuck did you just say?"
Like the turtle guy? that you guys have the documentaries about?
Mordecai puts his left hand on the kid's shoulder and looks away and covers his eyes. Deep inhale. You're so fucking right. Oh my god. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys get these like really coolly drawn documentaries out here. I thought the world didn't know about this, but like, yeah, that's cool.
Adaman, dear child, wait here. First, give me back my sword, but then wait here.
All right.
And then grab sword. You see Mordecai just full sprint back down the hallway.
Mordecai, don't run with the sword.
Says nothing.
React. Chooses not to react.
Fully runs at top speed back down the stairs, wielding, and he takes a kneel in front of Adaman with the red supreme nunchucks. I bequeath unto you my. But he says it just like this. I bequeath unto you my ninja squire, that which you need on our journey.
I'm gonna be so serious. By saying Adaman was watching Ninja Turtles, I was really hoping I was setting up you giving him the nunchucks.
And so it is.
Excellent.
Nailed it, dude.
Nailed it.
Yeah, Adaman like looks at the nunchucks and are like, yes, absolutely. Picks it up, starts twirling it around, immediately hits himself in the face.
Good, yes.
It's okay, Squire. You just have to learn how to do it.
Do you know how to do it?
You're right.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Well, they're his now, so let him learn.
Can you like teach me?
Mordecai puts his hand on his shoulder again, looks away, covers his eyes. Puts his fist to his mouth. I would love nothing more.
That's awesome. Well,
Takes a hit from the blunt. Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, that's fantastic. I think Dusk comes over after a little while and sees how this has kind of evolved among his pupil, and that his student just has nunchucks now, and he's like, well, that is a martial weapon, so yeah, he'll take to it.
We're just letting everybody have nunchucks now?
Adaman hits himself in the face again. Ah!
I'll get there.
Okay.
Worry not, my squire. You will succeed when the time comes.
Awesome.
When will the time come?
Journey that is not for men to decide.
Oh, okay.
I think after a little bit, Dusk is like, okay, well, now that we've found new and interesting ways for my pupil to injure himself, are you guys ready? Ready to go?
I do have a quick question to the keeper, though.
Yeah.
Like, memes aside. Did Adaman react at all to holding the silver in his hand?
He did not.
Okay. Well, checks that box for me.
There
Thank
is.
you.
I'll say it above board. There is nothing unusual about Adaman other than him being a Brotherhood kid.
Yeah, and that's where he's getting all negative points from me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, teenager.
Teenager, I don't hate in principle.
Teenagers.
Yeah, I think Dusk kind of looks over to Dan and says, all right, I guess you drive. I'll spend some time in the library making sure that we have some research taken care of in the back of the van. You guys can conduct yourself. The ride's about like 8 hours. So do what you need to on the way.
Hey, Dusk. You ever tried boba?
Boba? No, I don't think I have.
Let me show you something. Something I've learned out here.
Something I've learned as though it requires skill.
It does.
I really
It
like.
does.
I like the idea of like we cut from that scene and we see you guys in the van and everyone has boba.
Yep.
And Dusk has just like a mouthful of balls and is like, oh my God.
Yeah, but Dusk, man, make sure you chew them. Like you don't swallow. Yeah, you chew them, dude. You chew them.
Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way.
No, oh God.
Journey's like, why does nobody know how to consume beverages? What is wrong with people?
Journey, they're sheltered, buddy.
I don't know. There's no excuse for this.
Awesome.
It's like, how do y'all eat gummy bears? Like, how do y'all treat that?
What's a gummy bear? This is Adaman. Like,
what? Adaman, go back to watching episodes of TMNT. You have so much to learn.
All right.
Where are they indigenous to?
Oh God.
Hold on.
Do we make another stop?
Well, I'm sure we'll make at least a few more. This is an 8-hour drive.
Yeah, the van is moving. We are.
Yeah, this is a full day.
Yeah, this is the scene. Great.
And so you see, Adaman, all you have to do is ask for a water cup, and they can't stop you from hitting the fountain. Okay. Yeah, it's not stealing. They gave you the cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dusk is like over here, like, that is technically stealing.
Journey's just at the register paying for the drinks. she's already paid for the drinks that they're stealing. Because she's really anxious about it and doesn't want them to get in trouble.
And what's even cooler, there's no rules of mixing and matching, and Mordecai is like speed squirting like all the different sodas into his cup.
Speed squirting is an audio clip that I'm glad that I have now.
Okay.
On.
There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman.
We see the van moving up through the Colorado mountains on its way to Yellowstone. You guys have some stops along the way at various gas stations. A good time is had by all.
Had to get those gummy bears.
Do they have Buc-ee's? Is that a Southeast thing?
I don't know. It's been expanding across the country as far as I know. So
it's mostly South and Midwest. Okay. They have one in Colorado. They have two in Florida, one in Alabama.
Yeah.
I need you to really quickly find out whether that one in Colorado is between Fort Collins and Yellowstone National Park.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
we stop 100% en route.
Yeah, we stop 100%
en route.
Well, yeah.
We stop at the Buc-ee's.
Adaman and Dust's eyes just light up like kids going to Disney World when they hear fresh brisket. Fresh brisket.
Here's a question: has Dan been to Buc-ee's before? Is this a first for him?
Ooh,
I think this is a first for Dan as well.
Yeah, the whole crew from the Brotherhood get to experience Buc-ee's for the first time. I can't describe it because I've never been.
Oh, I could describe it for you.
Paint a word picture for us.
Give us a short word picture for Buc-ee's before we move on.
It is the single greatest barbecue experience that you will ever have traveling the great interstate highway system in the United States. And it is like being a kid in a candy shop, but you're an adult, and the candy is fresh brisket, barbecue, latkes, everything you could possibly fucking imagine in meat form. And the pastries and the desserts, the fudge, it is something that shouldn't exist. And God decided to drop a little sweet kiss of heaven upon the United States with every Buc-ee's that he opens.
I think Dan went absolutely hog wild for the brisket. And I do think that he has added a small Buc-ee's plushie to the windshield of the car facing outward.
We just
forward towards progress.
Oh my God.
We have the shot of the van like pulling in and it like sits on the dashboard for a while, and then we smash cut to the van pulling out, and there's a little Buc-ee there now.
I think what happens is that we just have a scene of us walking into Buc-ee's camera facing our eyes, just going wide, We hear fresh brisket, and then it snap cuts to us driving away, and I'm polishing off like a pulled pork sandwich.
Hell yeah.
Or a brisket sandwich.
Oh
God.
While driving.
I'm so hungry now.
Let me screenshot my itinerary for when I go back to the U.S. because there is a dedicated Buc-ee's line.
That's awesome.
On my itinerary.
Damn, the one in Missouri.
I do get like comments
the one in Missouri
from some of our listeners that sometimes this is just listening to a food podcast.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
This is the exact wording I sent to my family when I sent them my itinerary.
Bussey's gas station to engorge ourselves like Lil Piggies.
Little piggies.
It's Bussey's, by the way.
Bussey's. Sorry.
Bussey's gas station.
Bussey's
gas station to engorge ourselves like Lil Piggies.
Oh my god. That's
okay.
Amazing.
That's a Wednesday.
So we go to Buc-ee's and then we leave, and now where are we, Keeper?
Yeah, we see you guys leave Buc-ee's, lives changed, proselytizing the ways of the barbecue, and moving up towards Yellowstone National Park. I think it's getting later in the day. We're gonna say it's about 5 o'clock when you guys arrive at the gates of Yellowstone.
Can I ask an above board question?
Yes.
Jason, have you ever been to Yellowstone?
I have not been to Yellowstone.
Okay.
I also have not.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. Am I the only one?
It's
Yellowstone is fucking huge.
Ah.
And there is no, there is not really like a formal way in. You just find yourself more and more in the wilderness, and suddenly you are so deep in fucking trees, and everything is completely just the roads get narrower, and then there's a sign somewhere because there are countless roads in and out of Yellowstone. It is not like a well-policed area. No one has jurisdiction there.
Interesting.
There's just a sign at some point that is very weathered. It was placed there in the late 80s. It says Yellowstone National Park, and various warning signs.
Don't feed the bears.
I am sending a link to a map of Yellowstone.
Are we going to follow along?
I think if I could assert a little detail about the location, we're probably heading towards a specific campsite, because those are the main focal points.
Yes.
There's visitor centers and campsites that are, the hubs, and the rest of it is just a no man's land.
Yeah, I think you guys head up along the roads here, past through Cody, Colorado, along the way, heading through on what looks like Route 14. And you make it to the East Entrance Station. You just see the expanse of trees widening out in front of you as the horizon starts to kind of fall off into a lake surrounded by just the mountainsides here.
You can see Journey start to visibly get panicked as she realizes that cell phone service is becoming increasingly shitty.
I mean, there are definitely large dead areas, because a lot of it is just tucked into little valleys and hills. This is definitely the kind of area where you're climb to the top of the nearest hill and hope for cell service.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or go to a ranger station.
She just turns to the group and she goes, "Guys, no matter what, we can't split up." And she just shows the display on her phone that shows 0 bars.
Oh, you still have Candy Crush downloaded on your phone. Okay.
I only play it when there's nothing else to do, right now, because there's no service.
Oh, that... Okay. I mean, it's okay, dude. It's camping. You don't need it.
Yeah.
I brought weed.
Our Spotify cuts out.
No.
It's okay. I think I have some tapes.
Wait, Dan,
Tapes?
let's just sing the sound of silence a cappella.
Yeah, like cassette tapes. We could do that.
Let's find the tapes.
Mordecai just starts
Just
yelling as
screaming
loud
it.
as he can. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Journey rolls down the window and sticks her head outside.
Dan, question for you. Did you want to bring along your compatriots, the people who are under you in the Brotherhood?
I think I would have contacted them and asked us to meet us there separately.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a good idea to have multiple vehicles on hand.
Yeah, as you are pulling up to the East Entrance station, I think you hear like a honk, and a dark green Jeep pulls up, and a Cigar and a Ma are here as well.
And I roll down our window, and I have been playing John Denver's Rocky Mountain High on cassette tape.
Nice.
It's like you can hear it from the van as we pull up with the windows down. And then
Nice. Yeah.
I open the window and it pours out, and then I turn it down. Rocky Mountain High.
Cigar leans over out of the passenger side window and says, "All right, I suppose we should get started. How do we want to organize this, boss?"
Well, first we need to establish a base of operations and familiarize ourselves with the local trails.
Do you guys have like radios
Do
or
we have
something?
radios?
Yeah, you guys absolutely would do that. Yeah, Dusk, I think,
I don't know.
reaches back into Dan's van, pops open a compartment, and is like, "Oh yeah, here we go." Tosses some radios around for everyone.
Okay. For
No, these are-
everyone? Because I feel like...
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of radios. Is it like Dan with flashlights?
Dusk's thing is shortwave radios.
You just have like
Oh, that's
56
Dusk's
radios.
Dusk passes out shortwave radios to everyone. Is like, "Okay, now this only extends to about 2 miles, so really we need to make sure that there's always somebody with somebody while we're out here, and hopefully we will all stay in range. This is a really wide area to have to try and cover."
Mordecai raises his hand.
Yes.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, Mr. Dusk, what frequency band are these supposed to be on?
Yeah, we'll clock in at 12 hertz.
Putting it in the notes. 12 hertz.
Mordecai,
Hurt,
crank
chef.
this. Adamant, what do you feel about that? Does 12
What?
hurt? You're 12, right?
Don't confuse
He's 12,
him.
right?
No,
That's the
man,
joke.
13.
He's 12. Oh shit, sorry,
He's
brother.
13, yeah.
That's like the worst thing you could do is accuse him of being a preteen.
Yeah, he's upset.
Nah, he's got none.
You've hurt his pride
He
now.
does have nunchucks. He's occupying himself.
He remembered that he has nunchucks and now he's okay again.
Oh, nunchucks.
You get it, buddy.
Hits himself in the face again.
The bit.
I want to say we have some sort of base of operations. Are we establishing like tents or a cabin or something as like some place to come back to? Maybe we didn't
It's a
have a
great
reservation,
question.
so we go to the visitor center and we're like, what's available right now?
Yeah, that's a fun scene.
I think we'll be on the tail end of like peak season.
Oh man, you know who would be really good for this scene? Anton O'Toole.
Oh my god.
just working as a park ranger now.
You're so right.
I'm not gonna do
Yeah, I
that.
just really wanted to get away from it all.
I'm not gonna do that to him, but man, it would be really good.
You're very funny.
Yeah, we can hand wave it. You go to one of the visitor centers, and I think the closest one would be the Fishing Bridge Visitor Center. So you guys make your way down and talk to this older man. He says, "Oh yeah, well, we have a couple cabins up. The ones around like Old Faithful are kind of bought up because people want to go see the geyser."
Makes sense. It's about that time. Everyone's trying to get their vacations in before the school season starts, you know?
Yeah, things up by the geyser are pretty full up, but over by Towerfall we have a couple open spots.
That should do great. Is it a cabin or are we have some tents, but you know, cabin would be better.
does some searching. Yeah, it looks like a cabin's available.
And while we're here, I'd like to get some information about, weather forecasts, get a couple maps for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's say that you do get like park maps that everyone can have, so you guys can be at least decently well equipped to try and like navigate. And while you're talking to this guy, are you trying to get any information on stuff like goings on in the park or anything like that?
Yeah, Mr. Park Ranger guy. Have there been any like monsters, ghosts, magical types, anything like that? Unicorns? Where are the bison?
I shoot him a look of like just bear with it.
He ignores 90% of what you said, and then you ask about the bison, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you can find them kind of roaming around near Indian Creek."
And
Yeah, what about like the monsters, the ghosts, Bigfoot? Question mark.
The Hogman.
Bigfoot ain't been here for a long time.
When was the last time he was here?
He just ignores.
Okay.
Mr. Keeper.
Yes.
This is the beginning of this mystery, correct?
Yes, it is.
May I roll minor celebrity?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yup. I knew it.
It tracks because he knows about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
This might make him be more eager to acquiesce to Mordecai just spouting things towards them as well.
Spouting some old bullshit. Yeah. That is a 10, which means I get to hold 2. So I am going to spend 1 hold to ask for some interesting details. So Journey's going to walk up to the counter, extend her hand in typical Journey fashion and go, "Hi, I'm Journey. I run a YouTube channel. Maybe you've heard about it. We cover supernatural occurrences, urban legends, myths, all kinds of stuff."
As I live and breathe.
I'm assuming that means yes.
You're Miss Sitwell?
Yes.
Okay. That, you know what? That makes so much sense as to what your friend was talking about over here. It's so nice to meet you, Miss Sitwell. He takes your hand and like shakes it. My name is Rutherford Willersby.
B. Hayes.
Yeah, okay.
My name is Rutherford. I can't fucking say it.
He's too hyped. He's too excited.
Name.
Russellford.
Russellford?
Yes.
Russellford.
Russellford. My name's Russellford Willersby. It's so nice to meet you. I've been a big fan of your channel for a couple of years. I love the video that you put out about Mothman recently.
Oh,
Really
yeah, that was a really
stuff.
fun one. Yeah, nice to meet you. Russ, I'm going to call you Russ, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. You can call me whatever you want, and not in a weird way. You're like a daughter.
All right, yep. So anyway, about the things that may or may not be happening around here.
Right. Yes. I mean, well, what do you want to know? Investigate a mystery.
I think Dan is going to just like kick back and like get a cup of coffee and just like watch Journey go to work.
Yeah. As that is happening and as you're like kind of sitting back and like relaxing, roll sharp for me, Dan.
Okay, that's an 11.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you see.
I'm a smart fellow.
Yeah, you see.
I smell.
God damn it. You see Adaman, and he looks like he's really, really on edge. Like he's looking around at every, like, eyes darting all over the place, knuckles tight around the nunchucks. He's on edge right now. So, Journey, what are you asking for your investigative mystery?
Yeah, I rolled a 9. So, okay, above board, what do we know so far about what's happening here?
You know that a rogue Brotherhood member and a Fae have been reported being in this area.
Okay. And this is also above board because I don't really know. Does Journey know what like characteristics that Fae have, or like some kind of evidence that they would leave behind that they have proof that they are there?
Well, you've got some experience.
You know what I do
at
have?
At least one Fae.
That's true. I do have that, but I also have Agent Smith's notebook. I don't know what's in it, but I'm sure there's probably some good stuff in there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that you would know baseline. I think you would know many Fae are like nature spirits. So they're attracted to like strong places of nature. Yellowstone's a perfect example of that. You remember the Leshies from when you met Anton, just like little like forest woodland kind of creatures, like spirits of plants. And a lot of Fae, because of their connection to nature and because of their magical output, leave like extra plant growth in their wake.
Okay. Then, yeah, I think with that knowledge in mind, Journey is going to ask Russ, so have you noticed any weird activity around lately, specifically anything like ecologically, with grasses or trees or anything like that?
Journey clearly learning from Mordecai. I'm proud of this. This is a cute moment.
The grass and tree information.
Russell Ford thinks for a second and says, "Oh, well, I mean, I don't know about ecologically or anything like that. I mean, things are always a little strange here in Yellowstone. There's just so much unaccounted land to keep track of, you know. The forest is old out here. And
makes sense.
I do know recently campers have been reporting it's silly, really. You know how people are always telling ghost stories around the fire out here.
Of course, she immediately whips out her like her notebook.
Yeah, they've been talking about a man and a young woman seeming to fly through the sky at night, tree to tree. We've had a couple ghost stories going around in the last week or so about that.
Oh, you know, I did see some stuff on social media about that, and I figured now might be a great time to come and do a Yellowstone video. Just, you know, just because.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. Increase the tourism, have people coming out here to visit.
Exactly.
Keep our forest funded.
Do you know where the flying people were?
Oh, yeah. The people who were telling us about this, we got a couple reports from all over, but some of them were along the Monument Geyser trailhead.
Okay.
We heard about it from a couple people who were camping out there and taking some nighttime walks.
Journey opens up the giant map of Yellowstone, trying to circle the spot that he's talking about, and the map gets flopped over on top of Mordecai's head as she's just opening up 16 panels of it.
Well, you know what they do have at every fucking like trail guide in Yellowstone is they have that 3D model.
Oh,
that's like crafted to have like it's like an arts and crafts project. Like it looks like a miniature. Of the whole park.
All the ridges.
That's fucking cool.
Oh, that's pretty dang cool.
It's just like, you know, a model of the whole place.
That's crazy.
And it's got a little like plastic like geyser chute coming out of Old Faithful.
Wow.
That's fucking cool. Yeah, Russellford will walk you over and like point to the area like, yeah, so this is where you're camping, and around here is where we heard some of those stories.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right, yeah. I'll let y'all get on your way. Thank you so much for coming to Video Yellowstone. I know that that's going to really help support our national parks. People tend to come and do some tourism whenever someone makes a video here. So that's always really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I may come back and interview you if that would be all right.
It would be an honor. I would absolutely love that. If you need anything, there are like the emergency phones in the park near a lot of the visitor center. You can grab one of those, and normally I'm on call, so you can reach me that way.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right, yeah, y'all take care.
And Russellford, if you need us, go to channel 12 hertz on your CB.
All right, 10-4, good buddy.
Oh, you're welcome. Over. Walks away.
I love the idea of them just having that conversation standing 2 feet apart from each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just add Russellford as a bystander here.
He's my ally now. Yeah. He's my buddy.
Having gotten my like complimentary coffee in my little paper cup, notice that Adaman's a little tense. And thinking back to how I felt when I came here most recently, I'm gonna run over to the vending machine and get a can of Dr. Pepper.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Walk over to. I'm gonna get a big can of like Professor Lightning.
That's my next Masks hero name.
It's a great name.
I'm gonna walk over to Adaman and just sort of like hold it, like stand side by side with him, hold it in his direction as I sip my coffee.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. And he reaches over and takes it. Cracks it open.
So you're getting pretty close to your hunt.
Yep.
I sort of like look around the room awkwardly into the corners. So what's your I mean, you weren't doing a whole lot of real stuff when I saw you last. What's your weapon of choice?
Yeah, I started to take after her. And he's holding the can of Dr. Pepper, and you see a sheet of ice like form over it after he like whispers a word.
That's pretty impressive. I was never much for that myself. I never really took to it, but that's a good skill to have.
Yeah. Hopefully it serves me better than it does her.
Dan is trying to help this kid, but is also having a real hard time with the situation himself.
Yeah.
He's just gonna go, we'll be all right.
You're trying to be comforting to Adaman right now, and Adaman isn't having it. He just goes, right, and kind of aggressively like moves his shoulder away. He like doesn't hit you with his shoulder, but he just like really puts a lot of oomph in his shoulder as he turns away and walks back out to the Jeep with Cigar and Ama. I think after a while, you guys move up into the Tower Falls campground area, and you guys start getting set up in your cabin as the sun is setting on Yellowstone. Ama and Cigar kind of come up to Dan and say, "All right, so we have the cabin, we have a base. to go from? Where do you want us to be?
How about as far away as possible?
For the time being, lock down here and be ready to respond. I'm actually going to be doing some reconnaissance tonight.
All right. Well, if you think that's best, we will do it.
Just keep a light on for us.
I think they pull out some like chairs on the porch of this cabin. And take some seats on the lookout.
I'm assuming we all talked about, like, we all like heard what was going on with the conversation with Ezekiel.
Russellford.
You mean Russ?
Russellford. Yes. So there have been sightings at night out towards Monument Geyser, right?
Yeah.
So if we're gonna get a sighting, we'd better get a vantage point and keep an eye on the horizon.
Yeah.
Right.
So grab what you need for a stakeout.
Oh, I've never done a stakeout before.
I've got my weed.
It's not as exciting as it sounds.
Oh. It sounds cool, though.
It can be fun.
Can I play Candy Crush while we're waiting?
Yeah, just keep
I
the
thought you
volume
couldn't
down.
play because you had no connection.
I wasn't talking to you.
She bought the APK,
Are we all there?
the offline version of Candy Crush.
Yeah.
We're all there. You can be there and still being told that you're not being talked to.
Yeah, I think Dusk kind of puts a hand on Admin's shoulder and gives him a nod to get ready and grab his stuff. And you guys head out, go and make camp. Get a good vantage point for what's going on.
Before we leave, can I have a very brief one-on-one with Dusk?
Yeah, you like Dusk is in his cabin room, kind of making sure that everything's ready, getting his pack situated.
Hey, Dusk.
Yeah.
I step into the room and look over my shoulder and close the door. Is this his hunt?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is.
Is he ready?
I don't know. He found out about this rogue before any of us. He's the person who reported it because he found out about whoever it is that we're finding. That's why he's here. Your dad thought that it might be a good idea.
So, just to clarify, is he calling the shots?
He's not calling the shots. He doesn't have any authority over the rest of us. But it also doesn't mean that he has to listen to me. You know?
Okay. I just it's difficult for me to let go of the reins here.
I understand. I think it'd be hard for anybody.
But we'll get the job done.
You always do.
Hey Dusk, it's good to have you back. Feels like old times.
Yeah. You've grown up a lot, kid.
Well, I'm not any taller.
Oh. No, but you're smarter.
I guess we'll find out. All right. Well, don't stay up too late.
Right. No, I won't. Oh, Dan,
Yeah,
I see that charm. I think I know what it does.
it's a precaution.
I hope the day comes soon that you don't need it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you guys head up the ridge, you go down the trails, and you find yourself kind of set up along the ridge, being able to like watch the trail, watch the tree lines, to see what's going on. And it goes on, you go into the night for a while. You see the moon kind of coming up over the horizon, cresting and starting to like make its way down in the night sky. And about when the moon hits the other horizon, it's about to start dipping below the tree line, you hear something. You feel the shifting of branches. Mordecai, roll investigate a mystery.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
I rolled it. What did I get? An 11.
An 11. Yeah.
Oh,
Eat it,
damn.
Keeper.
On that 11, Mordecai, you look around and you hear the shifting of branches, and you've watched so many nature documentaries. You have probably this is not the first time that you've been out camping and like looking at and studying like animals and the way that they behave.
True.
And-
I've done ayahuasca before, too. In the wilderness, alone.
Terrifying. And as you listen to that, you realize that what you're hearing across the ridge is a bear that is kind of just walking through, like rubbing its scent on some of the trees because this is part of its area. And you turn around to kind of just like look at Dan and Journey and Adaman, and Adaman isn't there anymore.
Oh.